by a pediatric hematologist. I am sorry.
Stand here wringing my hands is not going to do her any good. You know, we keep saying, she's a tough kid, right? She'll hang in there until we find a donor. And so will we. We'll do this. Whatever it takes, we'll do this.
Her fever's gone. It's the first good night's sleep she's had in days. To look at her, you'd never dream, would you?
No. Biopsy confirmed it. These doctors know anyway. Start running tests, they find some blood thing they don't know how to cure. Start talking to us about promising research and chances of survival. Truth is, they can't admit that this disease is smarter than they are.
You know, don't even joke about it.
I'm not joking. But these doctors, they want us to play it by the book. They want to sit around and wait for Starr to get sick before they do anything. I didn't go to med school, Blair, but I know that there's something that... There's a cure out there. I'm gonna find that cure no matter what it takes.
What exactly does that mean, Todd? Todd, may I speak with you for a moment, please?
Look, if this is about the bill, I'm rich,
Todd.
Mary. That means I'm insured.
Please.
What's up?
Why don't you tell me? What exactly were you thinking? This offer of yours has jammed the hospital phone lines.
Good. I was hoping for a quick response.
Well, it worked. Every crackpot in the state is called in for their $1 million prize.
Oh, look, Marty, I knew that this headline would flush out the wackos. But what if there's a doctor out there who was close to finishing his research, but he ran out of money? And what if there's a family out there that has a kid that has the same disease that Starr has, and they figured out a way to live with it for years because they know a cure?
This is not the way to proceed.
No, it's my way. And it may not be nice, and it may not be pretty, and it may keep your hospital operators working overtime. All that matters is my daughter.
Believe it or not, the staff of this hospital wants to help. They want to find a cure and save your daughter. But these phone calls are keeping them from just that. Instead of helping Starr, you're actually compromising her treatment.
What treatment? This bone marrow transplant? That's all your Dr. Sands keeps talking about. Like there's nothing anybody can do. Well, there's something that I can do, Marty. I'm not going to sit around and watch my little girl die.
Antonio Vega risk it.
You may not like it, Marty, but this may get results, and that's all that matters.
Please, help him see that he's only creating more problems for Starr.
What? No, the problem is that she has a disease that you people can't seem to cure. All you want to talk about is some high-risk operation.
Yeah, and we can't get anything done because we're answering phone calls from all the quacks.
Quacks? You know the guy who discovered penicillin? He was a quack until they figured out that the stuff works.
I'm with Todd.
Look, I know that you're going to side with Marty on this, but I would appreciate your support for...
I'm with you, Todd.
You are?
Yes. And more than that, I'm grateful. Remember, since we got word about Starr, I've been totally useless. Well, if you're in shock, it's natural.
No, Todd was in shock, too, but he got over it and he did something. He did the right thing. I say, whatever we can do to save our little girl, then let's do it.
That's a parent talking. That's a mother. So don't you whine to me about jammed-up phone lines. I'll set up a phone line specially for people to call in.
Yeah, we'll pay for the interns, med students, whatever it takes to answer the phones, Marty.
Our little mini research team.
I understand that you both want to do everything you can to help Starr. I understand that. Let me just warn you, though. Not only may you be setting yourselves up for disappointment, but you may actually harm your only medical procedures that you are most likely to get. All I'm saying is, why not use your money and the power of your newspaper to help us help Starr? Instead of running some medical lottery.
How are you going to save our little girl when there's no cure?
What you call
You yourself said that the bone marrow transplant doesn't always work. Well, how are you going to save her and win, huh?
Maybe Starr's only chance, Marty.
There's research being done all the time. All right, we can just continue to hope.
Marty? We're not asking for your permission. You don't have any idea what it's like to have your own little girl, and they're fighting for her life. And we are not going to stand by and let her fight alone. You understand that?
Mr. and Mrs. Manning, I've reviewed Starr's latest battery of tests. Her condition is stabilized. I see no reason why she can't go home with you.
So, what you're saying is that there's nothing more that you can do for a little girl?
Mrs. Manning, we've removed all the causative agents, and we can try to treat Starr with immunosuppressive medication. But the only other successful treatment for aplastic anemia is a bone marrow transplant.
Anyway, I got...
Put her down, she fell right asleep. No crying, no nothing. It's like she was making it easy for her. Why don't I see if I can find Dory and tell her to come home? You shouldn't be alone like this.
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just, you know, bringing her home. It just reminds me how happy she was and how healthy. Before.
Before I took her away from you to spend some time with her. That's when this whole nightmare started.
Marty.
Look, I don't blame you for hating me, boy. You know, if I could go back to that moment, you know, take away all the anger and selfishness. And maybe I wouldn't have insisted on being alone with her, and maybe she wouldn't have gotten sick, maybe. I better go. All I ask is that you call me if anything happens with Starr, anything. Just call, okay?
Todd, wait. Where have you it would be easy for me to blame you for Starr's illness. But it's not your fault. I mean, she didn't go outside without her hat and catch a cold. She has a rare disease that she must have been carrying since birth.
Well, that doesn't let me off the hook. I made her.
I know, so did I. So if there's any guilt in conceiving her, then we share it. I mean, you want to go back to that moment and erase her ever being born, do you?
No. Starr's the best thing that ever happened to me, Blair. That's why...
No. That's why it hurts so much.
What kind of a God gives you something like Starr, something so good and sweet and perfect, and then takes her away?
Oh, I wish I knew.
Yeah, I don't want to know. Even if it is some kind of a cosmic thing, I don't care.